guys over here? Welcome back to my channel. So if you don't already know, I live in Dallas, Texas, Big D. I guess if you want to put like an asterisk by that. I don't live in Dallas. I did when I first moved here though. I live in the metroplex of Dallas. So if you guys have ever wanted to move to Dallas, these are my tips for moving to Dallas, especially if you are a country girl moving on to a big world. And these rules are basically in general too, like they don't work just for Dallas, you know. You can move to Sacramento with these if you want to. You can move to New Orleans, I guess, if you want to. Your first thing that you are going to have to do is you are going to have to figure out a budget, which is probably like a duh thing to do. Like, I gotta figure out how much I can afford an apartment and stuff like that. It's more than just an apartment, groceries, and all this and like that. You have to get health insurance. Well, right now you have to get health insurance, but once, I guess, didn't the bill already pass or something like that where you don't have to have health insurance, or they're trying to do away with that thing with the Obamacare and stuff like that? All these things that are going to be tacked onto bills and involving with expenses. And then also if you're going to go to school here, which I have no idea how that goes if you decide to live in a dorm, because I did not live in a dorm when I moved here. The first thing I did was I got an apartment. I didn't want to share a dorm. And plus, when I was going to the Art Institute, our dorms were basically apartments. Like, it was an apartment building that they were, I guess, subletting or subleasing to the school too, so that way they can have their dorms there. But it's like, no, if I'm gonna have my own, if I'm gonna have an apartment, I'm gonna have my own damn apartment, you know? My rule of thumb was don't let my rent be more than what I make a month. Know where you wanna stay. I did not do this when I moved here, and I kind of wish I did know Dallas neighborhoods a little bit better, because I've lived here for like how many years and I still don't know where I'm going. When I moved here, I lived in a bad neighborhood. Like, there were cracks, crack addicts, you know, all types of druggies walking down the street. Story time. My first year of living at my apartment, the Biltmore, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, the Biltmore, do not go there. They are, you know, like, your apartment complex is in the hood. You were acting like you were some kind of like high-rise apartment, you know? Like okay, so somebody did a hit and run on my car, right? It was just like a little bit of a scratch, and dents. Like, it was just like, it looked like they rubbed against my car. They put those orange ass stickers, violation sticker on my car. It was like,
we're gonna tow your car if you don't get your dents fixed. You can't have any dents in the lot, like, at all.
Bitch, I had to go back home to Louisiana to go get those dents fixed. And you know what happens? I got into a car wreck. This nigga runs into the back of me in Louisiana. I was stuck there for like a week. Find out the job market here. For here, what's most available is being a server, or basically working in the restaurant, or there's a lot more stuff, but I've never ventured out that far. If you're looking to try to be a sales associate, it depends on where. Like, if you're looking to work at Target or something like that, but if you want to work at Urban Outfitters or Forever 21, or, you know, the ones that are normally in the mall, it's gonna take you a bit to get hired there, because when it comes to sales associate positions, they are, is it a dime a dozen for like when there's like a little of them? You know what, I don't know, but there's very little positions. Don't be stingy. Like I always say, like, if you're here and you say you can't find a job, it's probably because you're not actually looking. I'm not gonna lie. Like, jobs here in Dallas are plentiful. You will find a job. So, change your driver's license and change your license plate. I never got in trouble for it. The only time I got in trouble for my license was because I had the wrong address. But you're gonna want to make sure you change your driver's license and also your license plate and all that kind of stuff, because your car will get towed or you will get a ticket or some shit will happen. And if you don't know, it will cost you money. You're gonna have to go to the DMV, and then you're gonna have to go to another place. What is it called? the vehicle registration place. I don't know, it's 2 different places. You can't just go to one place and get it done. The people just can't make it simple. It's like in Louisiana, they let you do everything online, but Texas has to make everything in person. Like, I don't want to go in person, I just want to do it at home. Another big thing in Dallas, because it's a big city, a lot of people probably don't have car insurance. Also, learn how to read policies and stuff like that and understand how to pick out an insurance plan. It's a big thing for hit and runs out here in Dallas. It's a really big thing. My first year, like I just said before, my first year I had a hit and run on my car that I had to drive back to Louisiana. Oh, you know what? That was like a year ago, and I actually had to drive back to Louisiana like a year later to go to court because of this. Another thing I would recommend is getting the Nextdoor app. I have the Nextdoor app on my phone. Sometimes your neighborhood may be connected to the Nextdoor app. Like, you might actually have people who are using the app and stuff like that, you know. But I have the Nextdoor app. A lot of people in my neighborhood actually use it. So it's a good way to know like what's going on with your neighborhood and what crimes are going on and stuff like that. Like, recently there's been a lot of car break-ins in my neighborhood and stuff like that. A big thing I would recommend is not living in Dallas. What's the point of this video? You're just gonna tell us not to live in Dallas. Hold on, wait a minute. Don't live in Dallas. Like, don't live in the city, Dallas. You can live in, like, I recommend living in the Metroplex because, one, because Dallas is expensive. It's full of a bunch of prissy ass posh motherfuckers. Downtown, they're a little bit more lenient with you. Deep Ellum, Deep Ellum is a bunch of crazies, okay? That's basically the emo, alternative scene. So you gonna blend right in there. Uptown, yeah. If you catch somebody looking at you the wrong way, yeah, it's just gonna happen. The apartments there are so expensive for some roach-filled rat running in the walls and waking you up at night. My apartment didn't have rats, thank God. It had roaches. Oh my God, roaches. Oh my God, oh my God. I'm so glad. You know, sometimes you just gotta start at the bottom and work your way up. I will wake up in the middle of the night with a shit ton of roaches, maybe 20, 50 roaches, right, like literally right here, all clumped together. And it doesn't matter what I did, exterminated, bombed the place, got the spray, sprayed it every night, even sprayed the perimeter of my apartment. Not like the building, but like basically where my apartment was. You know, I sprayed everything, and these, oh my God, I'm getting it. It was so many. I hope you guys like this video. I will see you all next time. Peace out.